This presentation is about how to modify a style. I'm going to show you how to modify one style, and then you can apply this to other styles. You may wish to modify the appearance of a heading or a paragraph, etc., so you need to modify the style accordingly. Say, for example, the heading's font is too small, you may want to change that. Or perhaps the heading is not to be in the same font as your paragraphs. You may like to have a different font altogether. That's entirely up to you, and you can modify the heading accordingly. Paragraph spacing may be an issue for you, and you'd like to change that. The position of an image is horizontal, and you may prefer not to have that horizontal, and you may prefer to have yours left aligned. Also the captions. Would you like bold? Would you not like bold? Would you prefer italics? Would you like italics and bold? Would you like more paragraph spacing before and after your caption? All these changes can be made by modifying them. Now, very often after you've created the table of contents, you'd like to make some changes in there and have your first level, your heading ones, in other words, appear in a certain way. Well, remember to make these changes in the actual style of the table of contents. Go to TOC1 and change the appearance of the heading level in the table of contents. This will not have an impact on the heading styles in your document. And so you go with any other style. You can modify them to suit yourself. Before you modify any of your styles, decide beforehand what you'd really want. There's nothing worse than hacking around in a style, trying to make changes, and you decide afterwards, I don't like that. What did I do again? Have a piece of paper, write it down, and modify it in your mind and on the sheet of paper before you even attempt to modify it in the document. The reason why you're going to modify the style is because obviously this is a time saver, and once you've modified the style, it'll affect your entire document in one swoop. Okay, so you don't modify it in the document, you modify it in the style. Also then, when you apply this template to your other chapters, then it will be applied there as well. So you can have a look at chapter 1, check the whole layout, decide what you want to modify, and make that the template you want to use. If you like, you can even change the name of the template to suit yourself. So what is the style? How do you know what the style has in it? So we have a look at the formatting features in the style. You would hover the mouse over the actual name of the style, and here you would be able to see what the formatting consists of. Let's take, for example, the normal style. I have a look at the font. I read all the stuff in there, and I see that the default font is Arial. I also have a look at the paragraph settings. I can see that it's left aligned. In this case, the line spacing is double and the paragraph spacing is 12 points after. That widow and orphan control has been ticked. Don't untick this. And the style has also been added to the quick style bar at the top of my word processing software. It's right at the top in the ribbon. That is how you would see what your style consists of. Let's examine more about the normal style. Generally, it will be set to Arial 11 if you have downloaded that particular template, or Times New Roman 12, or Calibri 12 even. So you may decide, oh, hang on a moment, even though I do have this template that's in Arial 11, I want all my main paragraphs to be in Times New Roman 12, or to be a little more compatible perhaps in Calibri 12. So you can modify your normal style to take on that appearance. As we looked in the previous slide, we noticed that the paragraph settings were line spacing double and paragraph spacing 12 points after. So you can make a change to your paragraph settings as well according to your tastes. This will affect all your main paragraphs in your document and any style that is dependent on the normal style. Let me show you the procedure for this. How do we start the modifying process? Well, on the right hand side of any style is a little arrow. So when you click on that down arrow this time, you will notice that there are several instructions there. Modify is the one that we're actually after, so that is what you're going to click on, the word modify. Remember, for clarity, the word modify, preferences, all mean the same thing. This means you are going to set things to the way you like. So modify is what you're going to click on to get to the styles dialog box. Once you've done that, in the dialog box at the bottom left hand side, you'll see a button that says Format. So when you click on that Format button, you will notice that several options appear to format the font, paragraph tabs, border, and so on, and even apply a shortcut key to your style. So first of all, you're going to click on Font, and then when the font dialog box comes up, you make changes, just as you've done every time you've changed your font in the document. This time you're going to put those changes in your style, and every single paragraph that has the normal style will change to that particular choice. You click on the next style you want to modify. The next style you probably would like to modify is the paragraph style. So you click on Paragraph and you will be taken to the Paragraph dialog box. Just as you've done in the past, and inside the document, you will now change the paragraph to match the line spacing and the paragraph spacing that you prefer. And this will make all the paragraphs in the normal style appear the same. But don't get too excited about clicking on OK yet. Let's have a look at what we can do next. Before you click on OK, have a look at the bottom, and you will notice that there is the radio button next to Only in this document already marked. So you don't want this, you want this to apply to all new documents based on this template. So you click inside the radio button next to New Documents based on this template, and you can click on OK. Now, it doesn't appear on this slide, but in the image sometimes there is a choice to always update. Never, ever, ever click on automatically update, ever. So never click on automatically update. Remember that, please. Only click next to New Documents based on this template, and then you can happily click on OK. The end. And now I hope that you will be able to modify your slides effectively and modify your thesis to suit the outcome that you would like to have. Thank you.